Hello, this is Dr. Jared Castleberry, Associate Professor and Program Director of Communication, Media, and Ethics at Mid-America Christian University. I am here to talk about the assignments that we will tackle in COM 4103, Special Topics in Media Studies. Our special emphasis in this course is future shock science fiction cinema. And for some of us, this will be somewhat familiar territory that we will learn how to approach from new angles. While for others of us, it might be entirely new content altogether. This course is designed for all to come and appreciate, and we will never tackle a subject matter from the perspective that alienates anyone. Rather, we are attempting to orient the masses in a way that's going to enrich our appreciation for these texts, develop our critical thinking skills toward media, and help us cultivate a shift from passive, leisurely consumption of media toward an active mode of critical reasoning. We're very excited about that, and we have some assignments designed to intentionally provoke those positive attributes, those student qualities, and I'm going to preview those briefly for us. Each week we come together, we will screen media, and there may even be opportunity for you to independently screen additional media on your own outside of the confines of the classroom. We encourage you to do that, although it'll never be fully required unless it's necessary. But what we do want to be able to do is learn how to document or archive our own thoughts, our own impressions, without creating any boundaries that keep us from receiving that mass communicative message that we are getting from screening media, whether it's individually or collectively. And one of the ways that we can jot down our thoughts in real time without necessarily creating distraction, both for ourselves or others, would be traditional note-taking, as opposed to working through what's known in media studies as a second screen, or even a third screen. Of course, I'm talking about laptops, cell phones, tablets, and so on. These are excellent devices and no doubt a part of our everyday lives, but they can, as if we're honest, we'll admit, they can hinder our ability to accurately receive information. And so we want to work on some practices in the classroom that are going to help minimize that. So when we're screening media, we want to take a step backward towards some traditional practices, even though the content we look at is often forward thinking in its vision of reality. And so one of the things that I do, I've practiced this both as a student of film, but also as an instructor. I'm always learning, and I will wear that badge of a quote unquote lifelong learner. But I like to keep on me a media journal. This specific journal is a film journal, where I'm interested in having it nearby on me. It's not taking up a lot of space. I intentionally chose something small so that it's not creating a large distraction, not unlike note cards, but it's bound together in a safe way. Went out and purchased this. It's just the right size, so I can I could even take it in a movie theater if I wanted, assuming it's not closed due to, let's just hypothesize pandemic scenarios, right? So I can take this in, take down notes, and just have a kind of stream of consciousness flow of my thoughts. Students are quite used to stream of consciousness communication. It's a writing style that, for better or worse, we typically engage in from time to time when we're working on assignments. So one of the first thing I'll talk about is that we want you all to create a mechanism for you to be able to jot down your thoughts as they're occurring, because if we're watching a longer piece of media and you have an early thought, you're likely to forget it if you don't make a note of it. So we want you to be able to take some some notes of some form in a physical manner, right? Pen to pad during screening processes, and then just demonstrate that in the form of evidence later. You could snap a pic of it. Would be the most productive method. It's going to save you time, and submit pics of your notes as we go. There will always be drop boxes created in our D2L space for any types of assignments that we're asking. A second way that we want you to respond to not only the weekly screenings, but also the weekly readings will be to create your own digital vlog. And we will ask that you produce one per week for each of the 5 weeks that we meet in this accelerated course cycle. And we really want to open it up to your own creativity, your own reactions. And so this type of entry, this video report, if you will, can be directly linked to our film of the week that we're emphasizing, or our topic of the week, the themes that we're interested in investigating. But also you could think about it as a space to respond to the readings that we will be engaging. And that's a nice way to give a wide net for students to develop content of their own. And let's tie it back to what we're interested in the communication, media, and ethics major. We're interested in helping cultivate, professionally develop content creators for the 21st century. And media criticism, but also healthy evaluation assessment is a great practical device to lead us there. It also helps us locate our own voice, and that is something that's valuable to you, whether you're dropping into this course as an elective or part of our COM family, or just utilizing this space on your own path toward graduation. Any exercises that help push us, right, to form strong and sturdy opinions are healthy practices. We have an opportunity for you to do that in this course. Next, we will have a single paper. Because this is an accelerated course, we really want to refine the qualities and characteristics of what we're attempting to develop here. And so we're going to have a single genre analysis or genre comparison paper that you write, where you're going to provide a little bit of comparison and contrast between the films that we spotlight each week in the course. And so it's a nice way for you to synthesize key themes or takeaways, maybe visuals or narrative tropes and conventions that you identify, and sort of put them on the page in an organized fashion. That'll be our main or major large assignment for the semester, but it is accompanied by an opportunity, an invitation, a requirement for you to join us for our final recording of this season of Special Topics in Media, where we come together for the lecture podcast series each week and delve into the topics, texts, and themes being communicated, and unearth rich discussion and discourse about a given topic. And so all of you are going to be a part of our final recording that we will perform virtually, especially given that we have a healthy group coming to the table in this course cycle. And so it will be a chance to chime in, maybe share some of the notes you've taken along the way. And we're not talking about reading the notes necessarily. We just mean being able to spark conversation, to have those moments where you're highlighting observations, perhaps pointing others to new material that you've seen along the way. So that is a preview of the assignments built into this version of COM 4103 Special Topics in Media Studies, our emphasis, Future Shock Science Fiction Film.